Alright guys, so today, it's just going to be another discussion video. I'm just going to be talking about, like, version exclusive cards, and how I think that is about to end. So, because we did just get the Dragon Ball Heroes stuff on Global, I do think it's very possible that JP starts to get Dragon Ball Heroes Dokkan Fest that will eventually come to Global, just like, you know, all the Dokkan Fest, well, most of them at least start on JP, then they come to Global later. But right now, the last, like, version exclusives in Dokkan, period, like, other than the Dokkan Fest that haven't made it to Global yet, obviously, or the LRs or whatever, is the Super Saiyan 3 GT Vegeta and the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. The tech and physical ones, they are global exclusive right now, and they're the last global exclusive cards, and I do think at some point in the near future, they're going to be coming to JP, because I feel like at some point in the future, we are going to be getting, Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta and a Super Saiyan 3 Vegito. I'm not sure if it's going to be for the 300 million download celebration. I have heard people like Goresh saying that, but I'm still not 100% sure about that. But I do think if and when we get that, I think JP could get the Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas, and then also just get their awakenings at the same time. Because right now on Global, if we like start to look at them, they have aged, you know, not so gracefully. Like, sure, the physical one has like a 6-turn attack stack, and the tech one has a 6-turn defense stack, which are like good things. But if you look at their passive, like the physical one has 70% attack and defense, and then reduces damage by 40% when guard is activated, which means, like, sure, he's good in Super Battle Road, but other than that, he's kind of whatever, you know? Like, 70% attack and defense just isn't super great. Now the tech one, when he gets his Dokkan Awaken, he could actually be super good. He has 70% attack and defense, and then he gets an additional 60% attack after receiving an attack for 5 turns. If that gets any higher, like if either of those stats get any higher, those do multiply together, so that would be kind of insane. But, you know, just like whenever we get our next Super Saiyan 3 Dokkan Fest on JP, I feel like they're going to get these guys and they're going to awaken, and then I feel like that is going to be the end of version exclusives. Because if you remember, like, there have been actually a lot of global first things that used to be like global exclusive, like the Super Kaioken Goku and the Pikkon, and the Tech Angel Frieza and the Angel Cell. Those were all global exclusive for a little bit. They came out right after Global's 2-year anniversary. And then also there was the Rage Vegeta and Bulma and the Int Beerus. Those were also global exclusive for a while. And obviously on JP, they just, every year they were getting more Dragon Ball Heroes units. But now that Global's gotten Dragon Ball Heroes units, there's no longer a reason for Global to have any global exclusive cards, you know? So, like, I think that is it for, like, version exclusives, which is a super good thing for the game. Because for the longest time, Global would just complain, like, they have Dragon Ball Heroes units, and then JP players would be like, but they have, like, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta and Bulma. It's, like, one of the best cards in the game, because when they first came out, they were super duper good. They were, like, in the top 10, like, hardest hitting cards in the game. Well, not cards, but, TURs. Because of their counters, so they got 100% attack and defense. It just made the community much more toxic when there were version exclusives, you know? Well, I say when, like, it is officially over. It won't be over until JP gets the Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas. And I'm not sure if anyone is really upset about the Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas that much, just because they aren't super impressive. Like, no, even global players, they don't use them, you know? Like, I have both of them in my box with, like, full dupes, and I don't use them. Like, I don't have them rainbowed. I think they're both SA1. So they're not great, but I feel like this is just the healthiest thing Dokkan has done. Like, because sure, EZAs were super good for the game. You know, Legendary Goku event, which Global still hasn't gotten for some reason. I guess that is kind of a weird variant of, like, a version exclusive, but it's a full event. And I'm not sure when or if we're going to get that on Global. Like, it could be, like, 9 months away, you know? Because I could honestly see them waiting until Goku Day next year to release it. Because if you look at the art for that event, like, on the art, it says, like, 5/9, which is Goku Day. So I really could see them waiting that long to release it, if I'm being honest, and I really hope they don't, but it wouldn't be the weirdest thing they've ever done. So I don't think, like, a lot of people, like, I do think there still will be, like, global first Dokkan Fest, because that is something that I feel like is healthy for the game, just because it gets global players excited, so they summon, even if it's just like a normal Dokkan Fest. Like Tech Hit, if Tech Hit came out on JP and then on global, no one would have even touched the Tech Hit banner on global. But a mix of it being the Christmas banner and it being global first made people summon on it. Like I did one multi on and I actually got Tech Hit, but like that's a different thing entirely. I feel like global and JP switching out content is perfectly fine. You know, like global getting a Dokkan Fest first, then JP getting a Dokkan Fest first, and then like maybe at some point in the future they just swap the content. I feel like that's fine. Although when they do swap the content, I feel like it will be slightly less hype than if, you know, it was new for both versions. But you just have to decide which version is going to have the less hype, you know, because it was always for a super long time like, oh, global just knows what they're gonna get when they're gonna get it, like roughly when they're gonna get it. I mean, because like most of the time until recently. They didn't change the banner order. It was like, oh, so like, I think the first time they actually like changed the banner order significantly was with Super Saiyan 3 Broly, the Tech Extreme Lead, because it was like they didn't want to release him. I don't know why, because a lot of people thought there was a problem with licensing or something. Because he is a Dragon Ball Heroes card. Like Super Saiyan 3 Broly was in Dragon Ball Heroes, but also he was in games like, he was in Dragon Ball Raging Blast. I'm not sure if he was in Raging Blast 1, but I do know for a fact he was in Raging Blast 2. So because he was in other Western media, I figured we could probably get Super Saiyan 3 Broly in the game, but I wasn't, like, sure. But they did wait, like, an extra long time, because I remember on JP, the 120 lead meta was over when we got category leads, but on Global, we got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, we got Omega, we got STR Ultimate Gohan, we had Int UI Goku before we even got the Super Saiyan 3 Broly banner. And it was such an easy skip just because it's like, we know what's coming, we know all the good stuff is coming later, and this is just whatever. I feel like that might have been the worst performing banner ever. And also, I'm just going to tack this on at the end of this video. In case if you didn't know, although I'm not sure when this is out, I'm not even going to say this actually, never mind. I was going to say we hit top grossing in France, but by the time you're seeing this video, we've definitely already gotten rewards. Because I'm recording this a little bit in advance because I am, you know, heading back to school soon, so I'm not going to have as much free time to be making videos, so I'm kind of pre-recording some videos just, you know, before escuela. But I think that's it for this video. I just wanted to talk about how I think sooner rather than later, JP is going to be getting the Super Saiyan 3s that Global has. And then after that, hopefully version exclusives are over, you know? Because it just made the game so much more toxic. Like, Dragon Ball fans, in general, are pretty toxic. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be like, oh, we're the best fans ever. We can be toxic at times. But just, it was basically giving us ammo to kill each other when we got, like, version exclusives. Like, Super Kaioken Goku was, like, decent when he came out, right? So like everyone on JP was like, but they don't even like have a proper team to run him on, and yada yada. But then JP would get like a new Dragon Ball Heroes banner and Global would be upset, and it's like, it's just better now. It's just better the way it is. And I think I rambled for way too long. I'm sorry for that. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please consider to leave a like, a comment, subscribing to the channel. My name has been Bahuru, and I'll see you guys next time.